it into TCM.
I'd just like to make a quick note about this map. This is the Snakewater G7 version, which is more or less the same as the one that recently got made official. So shouts out to Choji, or however the hell you pronounce that. But John, if you can bring the camera over to the left-hand side of CP2, in past the spawn there, the respawn, and blue or red will be fine, John, and take a look at the snake. The snake has been removed from the Valve version, I understand, but let's have a moment's silence for the missing snake in Snakewater. Rest in peace, Snake Brother. But we're here for more ETF2L Season 16 powered by Blackout Gaming, a Premiership playoff action. This is the end of the season. This is like, I don't know, the road to the Super Bowl. The teams have slugged it out hard and long all season, and now the best of what's left are going to fight once more. And TLR coming in as a fourth seed here, they have a chance to fight their way all the way up to a grand final against Epsilon. But at the minute, they're one map down in a best of three series. They have to win this one if they want to stay in the game. But TCM had their number there on process. Beasly, flip a coin. Who's going to win this one?
My money is going to be on TCM. Like I said, they had a good match, or good PCWs against Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, and whatever you say about Willy Wonka's without Nox, they're all still damn good players. Zebasai has experience calling for Broder. What's his face? Cadis, that guy. He's a pretty good demo. He's just okay.
They gave the conch to Stark. They said, Stark, you know, call your heart out, man. We're going to follow your strategies.
That was beautiful. Did you see that? You were there, right? For that was beautiful.
Yeah, I was watching it. But, I mean, Stark, on Roamer, he's like, he's got that disease, you know, where you feel you have to do everything. So he's, or on Pocket, I mean, so he's not always there to protect the medic. Anyway, it's a totally different game. We're here for map 2 here. It's going to be Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Beasly, and Jon taking you onto a middle here. It's Warhurria versus the man Heist. The trading stickies here. Heist takes a little bit of an aggressive stance. He always loves to push that left hand side on his perspective and walks forward and then backs up, and it looks like War is going to get eaten, destroyed by a sticky there. Flip does find Calio though, and Evilman goes down to Flip as well, who continues his spree from the last map, also getting the deer. Fight remains alive, but they're going to have to sacrifice the point here, but you know, I'm happy to take that trade. I'll lose middle for an Uber advantage, sure.
You're 100% correct. You see, I think that the problem with that mid for TLR, or not for TLR, for TCM there, was that Forsaken, he jumped around a lot, he didn't do too much, and then when he finally fell down to the ground to do some damage, he shoots the medic, right? He hits him with a nice 100 damage shot, doesn't kill him, but he blows himself up. He didn't do too much on that mid fight, and you never want to do that if you're a soldier, especially on this. But you know, they were able to get out and capitalize on his damage onto Evil Moon, and now they have that 50% Uber advantage. But they got to move in right now, so it looks like they're opting to go into the kitchen area. And this Uber's come out pretty soon. And it finally does pop from Bite. The back cap is on, but it's quickly, oh, it's coming in hot. This back cap is going to shut everybody down as TLI has completely caught them by surprise. They're not going to get the cap, they finally do. Drozo's trying to get back to last to stop anybody who gets there, but he's not able to do it. And Rake is on that point. It looks like he's going to cap it up, and that's the first round to TLR.
The first? Oh my god. Yeah, I was watching that one just with the amazing outline plugin from Blue. I could just see those two scouts perched up on the little roof. As soon as they heard the kitchen call that Combo were committing there, they were straight in for that back cap, and then Callow just followed up to assist. And you know, we've seen some infamous back caps from TLR in this season so far, particularly against TCM, so this is a little bit of deja vu here for TCM. TLR coming out with the big back cap onto this middle, though. It's going to be soldiers flying in from TL. Callow goes in, takes eyes away at least, but doesn't manage to pick up any frags. Then Kyler and Heist pick up 3 in quick succession, make that 4. Kyler with the big distraction, and really TLR just happy to stand there and clean up all comers.
See, yo, I said on process, as we see Bite running away from 2 scouts, they're in his face, they take him out. Forsaken wants to get him, but he goes down too. That's a full wipe finally. That's some action at the end there. I didn't expect that. Forsaken actually just spawned, so now he's dead again. That's unfortunate for him. But bada bing, bada boom, what can you do? The second point is going to be capped. by TLR. Kind of fun. Wants to get into this lobby. There is a sniper. His name is Flip. He's on the left side from the perspective of TLR. But they're not going to try to get in his face as they try to go underneath. They have this Uber. They want to move in. He finally popped the Uber. They get in. They're going to focus down this heavy. The shots are coming in around him. He's not going to go down yet. He finally goes down. He's not able to get in there and switch his class. And that's a huge pick. As Droso and Claw are down. There are also 2 picks there for TLR, but it doesn't matter. Because this madman is, I said it once, I'm going to say it again. He's a damn madman. You don't mess with him. He caps up that point. 2 rounds for TLR here.
He should be locked up, along with you, Beasly. And yeah, great work there from Heist just
Don't you dare lock me up.
lay down that row of stickies and click his right mouse button. Demoman is so tough at times. But they clinch that one, and after the back half, they're going to win an actual round. Things continue onto this middle loop, and Calio is in deep. Only really taking the eyes of Flip this time. And during that point, Rake just steps across the point, picks up Clara, as Nadir also managed to get War as well. And TLR, I need to look at these middles more closely instead of just flying around like an idiot, but they have definitely found a winning way in the last 2 at least. Maybe Ips can just message me on Steam and tell me what exactly is going on, Beasly.
All I see that's going on is that these soldiers are doing a lot more work for TLR than the soldiers for TCM are. And you know, this is a really soldier-heavy map. If your demo can get in there and do that damage, these soldiers can capitalize on the damage, because your scouts are going to have a hard time getting in there on anybody but the demo before they collapsed on, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to try and get in there with the soldiers, and it's just not working for TCM, and that Uber finally comes in for TLR. It's off now. I'm a little late for that. My bad, fellas. Flips on the point. He's shooting at blue people. He's not able to take too much down, but he finally takes out Nadir. Goes in, takes out his... Now this guy's the madman. Look at this knucklehead. He's walking in there. He's got his pistol out. He takes out Evil Moon. That's a 3K holding last. He's going to go out there. He wants to get him on the 2. 35 HP on you, Flip. You better run away there, bozo. He's trying to get around there. He's going to look for the health pack, but it's not there. He gets the cap time, but those spawns are coming in. He better turn around, because there's people who are about to shoot him. That scout ain't... He's the least of your worries. What are you doing? Admirable. He's going down. He finally goes down, and the spawns come in. They're not able to cap that. And now it looks like TLR is just going to sacrifice some people here. But, no, they get the big 3 down yet again for TCM, and this is going good for them.
Yeah, and Clara's trying to buy time here, holding close on the right-hand side. On the defender's perspective, they're just trying to control the area with his rocket splash. I think you might have swallowed the dummy's guide to Italian American English right there. But I am loving some of these gems you're coming up with. Beasly, let us know on the Twitch chat what other impressions you want Beasly to do. You know, we're going to put him on the spot here, see if we can step his game up. Headshot from Flip onto Evil Moon, and that's going to give Byte a significant Uber advantage here. And TLR just going to throw bodies and try and make something happen, but it looks unlikely. Look at Kyler for fun though. He is just hiding here on the drop down. He's poised to go in for the back. Oh, he peeks in and realizes Byte's there, but nobody saw him there. He's just going to hide. He's going to hide. He's playing the long con here. He's going to go for the medic pick. Realizes he can't get the back cap. He's going to wait. He's just going to chill out in the lobby. Forget about it, guys. Let's go watch somebody else. Screw you, Kyler, for fun. You're no fun.
He's not doing anything.
He's not.
I think he's going to go for the back cap, maybe, it looks like he's going to do here. I mean, that's okay, but we've seen that once already. Please don't do it again. It gets a little boring as he finally gets on that back cap, and nobody is expecting this from TCM. Is they're committed fully to middle, and they're going to try and back out here. The soldier does not get the jump off, and the cap does go. Kyle for fun does something extremely good for his team here, but the scouts from TCM are looking for him. They're going to chase him right into the last point. He gets some cap time onto it. Can he do it? No, he cannot. He finally goes down. Forsaken with a nice play. Nadir goes down to War Her Years, Madman sticky bombs, and everything is going absolutely crazy.
Wow, Kyler, the king of back caps, just dethroned slightly there. Didn't see that soldier coming in. I thought he was going to get it, man. I wanted to believe, but that gamble leaves TLR 3 down. They do get a little respawn wave there. 2 are up, so they will fancy their chances to hold on here to second. A big early Uber there from Byte. He's going to be stranded. The rocket juggle is good. Byte has actually made it onto the slope here, as TLR seem uncertain as to who to kill or what to do. They just stand around the lobby. They're going to come back here and try and clean up Forsaken, but Evil Moon, oh, surfs all the way onto the med pack, but Clark lands a magic rocket from long range straight onto that kit. Denied Evil Moon. Sick rocket there from the German soldier, and that's going to keep things on an even keel here. It's pretty much neck and neck as TLR push into middle. They lost their medic, but they have managed to gain ground off the back of that. Bite surviving once more here, Beasly.
Bite has been, he's proven that he's a very good survivor. His survivability has been very good in this match, but it looks like they're going to try and get in here right now. Neither team has Uber, but they're closer to it than the other team, and they want to do this right now. This try push is looking good for them, as they're going to be able to bully out TLR from this middle point and just cap it up. And now that Uber advantage is going to come into play, is they're going to need some aggression from their soldiers, TLR does, in order to stop Bite from being able to just walk in. You want to force this Uber very early here, and it looks like there's going to be some people in the cheesy point of the map. They're going to sit there and they're going to try and get the spam, but they're not going to be able to do it, and they're just going to opt to walk right back to their last point. This is what you cannot do. There's no positioning from TLR here to force this Uber, and that full Uber advantage is going to walk right in there. Bite pops his Uber, he flashes war, saves his life. Drozo goes down. Claw's taking damage still. This Uber is being shut down by the heavy Kyler for fun. He's doing a great job. And now Bite really should look to either get in, focus that heavy, or start backing out. Their soldiers are coming in. They have the man disadvantage here. They should just run away. But they're not going to be able to do that. Claw goes down to Rake. And it's just not looking too good as Bite and War just want to get out of there. They're running away through the cheese. And they're going to regroup in the saw with their people.
War picks up Kyler with a sticky trap there in lobby. And Drozo is just trying to put down a little bit of hurt here to keep back that blue tide. But there's a backup on it, and TCM are coming in for the block. I think the backup has been denied, but there's 3 players from TLR on last, and they're the only 3 alive, as those players who attempted to push out in Cap 2 were just led like lambs to the slaughter, man. They were just cannon fodder there. It's going to be Uber versus Uber as Evilman gives up on his Uber advantage, having been foiled by that backup attempt, forced to stay back there. Now it's a little bit of a suicide wave here as War goes in deep, then actually manages to get out as well. I thought he was going to die to that one for an attempt at force, but both teams managing to keep 6 players up right now. It's Uber versus Uber, and we're going to see some jiggery pokery. That's right, there's going to be some moves made here, basically.
Jiggery pokery, what's that mean? No, I'm serious. Tell me what that means. I don't know.
A little bit of action, bit of back and forth, you know, a little bit woo, a little bit woo.
Okay, okay. There's a sniper. I don't know if anybody's noticed this. Rake is a sniper here, and he's not able to get a shot on anybody. As nobody's opening that shutter door. He keeps looking at it, but nobody's still opening it. Come on, you gotta stop looking at that door. Nobody's opening it, you know. But he actually finally opened. The Uber is popped, and the Uber is super. The Uber comes in that right side here from Bite. He pops the Uber, and the Uber is also popped from Evilman. This is also super. We got 2 super Ubers here, and it's looking great. It's looking great for everybody, as nobody's going to be able to die here. Everybody is in perfect condition. Everybody is safe from danger. Nobody goes down in this this Uber thingamabob. Now we got it even Uber again, as we're going to build it up with there's 19 minutes left in this match. Admirable, what the hell was that?
That was pretty much what we've seen from most of the pushes thus far. 2 teams happy to trade and not much else, but the repush comes in. Clar finds Nadir, but Height is all over Clar, and Bite has their number, man. War is in deep, trying to find a frag here, trying to do anything to keep his team in the game, but TLR sitting with a 2-man advantage as this fades out to a 4-on-2. War going to look for that exit, and his scout body flip is already miles behind. He's going to look for that med kit. War with a sick pipe onto Rake there. You don't run at this guy. Rake, have you learned nothing? Now Kyler's going to clean up the reload in War and avenge his scout body. Heist is coming in with a little bit of a float there on that sticky. He's already sticky in the hut. Good raid there. Denies both footers. Tags them up. And is going to pick up 1 frag there. Evilman holding on to this Uber for dear life. He refuses to pop because he knows Kyler is just on point with that scattergun. Picks up the 2k off the back of Heist and Nadir's damage. Heist didn't even get an assist there. That's just rude. He was instrumental in that defense there.
Well, that's the way the game goes. You do a lot of damage, you don't get the assist. You know, you can't have everything, you right? You can't have your cake and eat it too. As yeah, goes down, he's not able to get to that health pack down there. And that's an overextension. We talked about that on process, and it just wasn't capitalized a lot by TLR. But this map, it seems like they're going to be able to take him out every time he does that. They've noticed, maybe they're listening in on what we're saying, expert advice and opinions. And this Uber looks like it's going to be coming in. Both teams have it. It's popped off by Bite, popped off much later, and a nice flash coming out of Evil Moon there. And this Heavy is going to get collapsed on. He's too fat. He's too slow to get out of there. He's not going to be able to go. Claw takes out the Rake. Forsake. No, Claw finally goes down. Nice job by Rake there. But Bite is still able to sit by this train, and they've got the height advantage here. They want to stay on this ground and not let TLR get anywhere up You know, and this is exactly what's happening, and it's good for them. But Bite gets flanked by that Scout War, is just connecting pipes like a plumber, though. And the rest of his team takes everybody out, and the deer finally spawns up, and Bite has just stayed alive, maintaining that absolute supreme survivability, and just pushing in. And now this midpoint is going to go to them.
Yeah, that was great decision making on the fly there from Forsaken or Bite, whoever called it, but like there was no way they were going to get out with that heavy weapons guy, so he just parked himself up on that tree and made himself as hard to hit as possible. As soon as the Uber faded, everybody from TLR collapsed, like everybody unloaded on that heavy, and then the remaining players of TSE just came in, swooped around and managed to clean up those frags, as most of them were caught in their reload cycles or just with a partial clip loaded. Right now TLR tried to commit to block CP4, CP2, and that was unwise. They're going to find themselves with 0 players on the field right now, and those red guys are all over their last point. TSE with a round on the board. We're getting a little bit of role reversal from the last map. TCM coming back into the game now. Will it end TLR 3-2?
Hey, we saw the same thing happen on Process. We saw 2 rounds go quickly to TLR, and then Bite and his people, they came in and they capped 4. You know, so this match is still about the same time as it was the last time. And that's good. Claw, he's going to roll out that top left. He's going to see what the soldiers from TCM are able to do here, as they've notoriously lost every mid for their team. As Claw goes down, doesn't do any damage, falls pretty quickly. Forsaken does the exact same thing. I kind of called it a little early there. As Calho sees Bite, he's going to come up behind him and cut him off on his exit strategy there. And now Bite's got to think up a new way to get out. And Flip's able to take out Calho, but Rake comes in, 2 shots, Flip, bada bing, bada boom, onto Bite. Bite goes down. That's how it works, you know?
That's the way the cookie crumbles. Evilman building up his charge here. Bite, 10 seconds left in that spawn queue. It's going to be a full Uber here. Invulnerability will be on the cards, on the menu here for the last resort. And it looks like TCM are just going to have to eat that one. There's a sniper here though. And it is Forsaken, the rumor off class 2 sniper, and at least scaring Heist. He's on 32 HP. Did he get domed there? I didn't even hear a shot ring out, but he's weak. He's waiting for that med pack to respawn. But his scouts are going to come in and cap this point, and the sniper hasn't done much but by a little bit of time, and time is exactly what they need right now. Bite now respawned. He's up to 40% charge, but this Uber is going to be upon him in a matter of seconds. Who will TLR choose to focus? It has to be the heavy. They're going to lead with 2 scouts here. They're chasing that heavy, and he's doing a good job of juking them. Runs all the way into the spawn, so their damage was for nothing. And now in come the remaining players of TCM from the flanks. They just got beat out by that heavy weapons guy. If he backs off the point, just play the point, dudes. But they went for it. They went deep, and they've just got humiliated ever so slightly here. TCM finding some momentum from what was potentially a round to be lost there, Beasly.
That was a hell of a last hold. I really enjoyed watching that. Flip just came in and he 2-shot 2 people, took him out very quickly, and now he's pushing in with the rest of his guys. As that air shot comes out and he goes down to Flip's pistol. That's kind of a kill steal there, Flip. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever. He went down, right? But now TLR is going to push in as that scout comes in, stops the point. There is a back cap going for TLR, but they're not able to finish that off. 3 versus 3 right now for both sides as that scout is still in. He finally goes down, but he forces that Uber out of Bite. Bada bing, bada bite. That's what I always say, right? And those scouts are coming in now with those heels there. Is this little chariot looking thing. I love it. I love to see the chariots. It reminds me of Rome, you know? And I love Rome.
Oh man, it all makes some sense. This backstory is deep, but Bite did get forced there. He's going to continue a little bit of hubris here. Perhaps he's going to lead in deep to blue territory with 2 scouts and a soldier, or sorry, a demo man, and finds himself just enveloped by a cloud of blue players there. Really shouldn't have gone hard for that one. Oh, but he got punished. He's going to know himself now when he just scratches his chin in the spawn queue. But that's 6, almost a wipe there for TCM. TLR going to be able to get back into this one after, you know, a strong situation for TCM. TLR handed a lifeline there. Tough to watch.
Flip with the headshot on the evil boot. Did you see that? Did you see how he zoomed in right on that knucklehead's face and he clicks on him? And now that knucklehead's just a knuckle, right? Because he ain't got no head anymore. That headshot just took it out for him. And now Flip's sitting on that sniper with the huge defensive capability plays. He's going to go on to the offensive. He's going to walk into the under area, look for a shot. He's not going to find it, but that soldier, or scout right above him is inside. He's probably going to come around on him as he is called out. That cap time is going for for TCM right now, but there's some people behind him. Kyler Fafon is he's dunking on this kid back here. Forsake made him look like a supreme bozo. I don't know what he was doing. He sat there in the corner, but he got meat shot by him. His goes down to Drozo. Nicely done by Drozo. Drozo's coming in and killing everybody like a boss, and it's beautiful.
Oh, Kyler finds the isolated Drozo, gets the 2-shot onto him, and the rest of TCM are going to fall by the wayside and maybe allow Bite to escape. He's getting hunted here though. Bite, infamous for his medic deathmatch abilities, pops off enough shots at least to buy time for the respawn wave to come in, and Bite will survive yet again. His survivability, man, has been good at times. A lot of middles, he hasn't managed to make it all the way out, but at least he's had the right idea. And uh-oh, he's going to pop off his charge here. Evil Moon is just about to get it, but will go down. Forsaken finds his man, gets that important fatal rocket there, also finds Nadir. And TCM with the big heal advantage here. All they have to do is play it cool, keep moving forward, and watch out for those back caps, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those back caps. But, you know, it doesn't look like it's gonna be happening here. Evil Moon's the only one alive there. War takes out Hiss. There's some nice stickies. A good jump onto him. He wasn't expecting it. It happened. You know, you gotta live with it. You gotta deal with it. But now the heals are coming here, and he's got full HP now. So they're gonna try and get into second point. And it looks like they'll be able to, but that sniper sitting there, his name is Rake right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to try his hardest to either shoot Bite in the face or shoot somebody else in the face, but it's not going to work for him. So he goes down to 2 HP. Flip finally takes him out, but now Flip is in kind of a bad spot. He's able to get away with 27 HP though. Finds a little health back. He's sitting at 50 now. He's going to look for the heals before this team pushes. They've got the 90 Uber. As soon as they get it, you know, all hell's going to break loose. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies here for the blue team because they don't have the Uber, and that heavy might not be enough as they are a man down. So pushing in with this Uber underneath, Bite finally pops it, and it is a super Uber yet again, ladies and gentlemen. But Hiss on that left side is sitting there uncontested. They got to take out the medic if they want anything to happen here in this push before he gets this Uber. They finally take down Kyler. That's 3 versus 4 here. TCM has it, but 2 quick picks in rapid succession. And it looks like TLS is going to be able to hold on to this, and that Uber is popped. Bite is forced the Uber, ladies and gentlemen. You don't always see that, but this man's got a Belinda's Buckenhelm right now. He's out of control. Look at this guy. He hits him again. The Uber is popped. He's not even dead yet, but at this point, he should probably just kill himself because he's just, the spawns are staggering. But there's no cap time coming out from TLR. And, you know, the medic's not going to be alive for another 10 seconds for TCM, so that was actually really questionable by Bite.
Everybody feels slightly embarrassed for Rake though, who types that, well, that was hard in chat, after eventually killing Bite after I don't know how many reloads. Right now there is a scout though peeking in bottom. Flips realizes there is a heavy weapons guy on last, but finds himself sandwiched between Kyler for fun and also will avenge him, but Rake cleans him up. Calio still holding on to last with that heavy. There's stickies here from War and Bite who are just chilling out on the train. They realise Heist has come in low, but already Scout behind. Rake is to isolate the demo man. It is War. Yeah, can't finish him off. These Scouts. Actually, it's not even just these Scouts, it's Rake. Can't finish people off. He's lost his confidence, man, but now he's going to get that frag and begin to cap. But Heist is in deep here. Potentially could get rushed by a soldier from window or a Scout from the lobby, but wards them off with enough explosive damage. Now his medic's going to begin to heal him up. And TLR still in the lead here, man, and 8 minutes left on the clock. If you have just joined us, this is Team Fortress TV with Admirable, Beasly, and Jon. This is the ETF2L Season 16, powered by Blackout Gaming Premiership playoff.
All right, enough already. Flip has just made Evil Moon drop Uber with the sniper headshot. Yet again, this knucklehead's got no head twice now. That's 2 headshots coming out of Flip on the Evil Moon. Rake goes down, 2, Nadir goes down. That's 3 dead, and TCM looks like they're going to be able to take this Uber right in the lash, ladies and gentlemen. But if Hiss can stop them, he's going to try his hardest. Hiss cannot. Flip takes him out too with a nice headshot. Pooped on his pancakes. Everybody's happy now, and TCM is extremely happy as they're going to move into last. They got that sniper capping right now. That Uber is still not popped yet. 2 spawns are up, a soldier and a scout. The scout goes down very, very, very quickly. The soldier on top of the point is sitting there, and nobody is stable. Nobody's able to hit him. The spawns come in, the Uber's off. It looks like TLR is going to be able to hold on to this, and I didn't see this happening. I didn't foresee this in my mind at all, as those scouts are going to push everybody out that right side, and now everybody's going to regroup, and Rake takes out the Demo Man War. That sniper and Cheese might catch somebody off, but I don't know if his positioning is the best it can be right now, and he's going to back off through the Cheese into store. Cheese, I got to catch my breath.
What would happen if Bite didn't Uber and just they all stood on the point and killed anyone who came near them? Would they have capped in time? We'll never know. Maybe we can reconstruct that one CSI style, but Right now, TLR have held on to last and proceed to push out. There's a heavy weapons guy by the name of Jeroso who is in deep on grass. He's probably going to get picked off as this fist fight continues. They're slugging it out here, man. Oh, Kyler, Kalio and Heiss all down in quick succession there, and TCM are going to hold on here. They just... TLR couldn't find the frags, man. They didn't seem to be shooting the same guys. A lot of one-on-ones going on and nobody really coming up trumps there. Now TCM gifted another chance to push last year, and Evilmoon 10% behind Bite and nobody to heal right now. That advantage is just going to slip away, but it doesn't matter because Kyler goes absolutely ham. Picks up a 3k with all that damage coming in from Heiss and Rake as well. Flip on Sniper is not going to be able to clutch it this time, but there is one man who has a plan. It's Droso hiding up on Cheese. He could go for the back cap. It's totally open right now. He's going to drift in here, but the timing is bad. Now he has to decide, will he go for a medic pick or perhaps the back cap of CP2, kind of for fun style.
No, he actually out there just run away.
Run out.
Yeah, he just ran away. He saw the combo. He said, I ain't going to mess with that. But Evilmoon drops again. What is going on? That's not good. TCM is able to spam him there and knock him out. That drop again is very critical here, as now TCM's going to be able to do this one more time, cap that second point and get this Uber to just push into last. But those stickies, Bite calls him out. Good looks by him there. He's able to stop him, and that would have been a huge pick if Bite had gone down. Those spawns are coming up right now for TLR, but TCM wants to get into last. Droso goes down on the point. Early cap time. But Flip takes out Evilmoon. Bar goes down. No heals are there for TCM, and Calo is the only one left alive with 11 HP. Bite takes him out and caps the point. Bite has just secured his team a victory, and it is 2-2 with 5 minutes left in the match. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the match.
The Lashes are really trying their hardest here to bring TCM back into this. They want to make it an exciting climax, I guess. They're just that confident they're going to win this map. Heiss on to another middle against War, though. And he's going to trade stickies and then try and push forward and do damage onto that scout on the hut, but great avoidance there by Jeroso. It's going to maintain his buff, and Heiss pretty ineffective there. Neither Dimmerman managed to get much done. Nadir straight onto War again with that shotgun as Rick deals with Forsaken, takes out that roamer threat. So too does Jeroso onto Kalio respectively, but TLR with a strong middle. They're going to take control of that territory, but they're not going to be able to push ahead and get Bite this time, so we might see a fight on two, but they're just so quick to push up. It's going to be a big ask here of War to push out, but he's just peeking with a few stickies, trying to tag anybody, soften them up, maybe force a rash move from TLR, but no, both teams taking it canny. They're going to cap that CP4, and now, if you're TLR, do you run the clock down and then try and make one push? Play for that golden cap? There's options here, Beasly.
There's options, but do you want to do that? I mean, do you really think that if you mess up this push, TCM is going to be able to push back to your last and cap?
Yeah, man.
I mean, that golden cap is still there.
It's so different now.
You're right, but, you know, Evilmoon just has to be able to get out of there. We've seen him drop, I think, the last 2 Ubers, 2 or maybe even 3, so he's just got to get back into the swing of things and have the super Ubers that we were seeing before. Those Ubers really, they had a lot to do with the 2 rounds that they won quickly. And right now, Bite's Uber is forced here in the lobby, but he's not able to get in and save War, and this is looking very bad. Both teams have forced their Uber. Evilmoon's going to last a little longer. They got 2 picks out of that, so now they're going to be trying to get in as fast as humanly possible. But these guys aren't humans, they robots, and they move it in the left side. They got 2 picks quick. Forsaken and Bite go down. Hiss goes down. Claw goes down, and TLR caps the 3rd round. This is looking beautiful for them. There's 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. It's out of control. I can't handle this.
Man, I don't know if you caught the last TCM game against Wonkus, but afterwards a lot of people were giving Bite flack about his drops, dropping players in Ubers. Right there we saw War get dropped critically, just kicked the door open for TLR, and they managed to convert that into a round with only 3 minutes left on the clock. Got to feel bad for that guy. Here comes a big aggressive double soldier bomb from TCM, but the 2 scouts of TLR are just sitting there mincing them up, man, put them through the meat grinder into a fine paste. Bite the only man alive, and TLR have just sealed the 3rd map. There's no way TCM are coming back for this one. I don't care about Curse of the Caster. That's it, baby. That's all she wrote. Woo!
Oh, was I supposed to talk there? I'm sorry. I thought that I could just chime in a little woo, and everything would be, you know, pretty good. But it's not like, as this Uber's going to be coming in underneath here. Evil Moon pops onto his demo man. It looks like he's going to be able to do a ton of damage onto that right side. He's trying to connect on the pipe, but he is a blubber. I almost spoke too soon there. He connects that pipe, and Forsaken's able to take out Evil Moon. It looks like they're going to be able to hold this off, but the big bomb's coming in, and Callow, and he caps the point. It's 4-2. What the hell is going on?
I told you, man. I'm never wrong. I've never been wrong in my life. Just wanna put that out there. Watching the war roll out though as we go into the 7th middle of this second map of a best of 3, of which there will be 3 maps. War coming out from the Sorum side, and just trying to trade damage directly with Heist. Now switches his attention up top to the Scout. And we're going to see again that bomb in from Calhoun get denied by Flip. The Deer does actually opt to shut down Forsaken. So a little bit of a soldier advantage here. Oh no, it's looking bad for TCM again. Rake and Calhoun go down for the TLR side, but only War remains alive, and TCM's heads are hanging low here, Beasly. They've lost all belief, and rightly so.
They have no counter here for TLR's mid-fight. Their mid-fight is just really... it's getting in their faces, it's taking control of territory, and it's just quick and packing a punch. You know, TCM is just kind of laying down and taking this like a man, and there's not much else that they can do here because Kyler for fun is just getting a lot of good positions onto them and able to take a lot of damage and put some damage out there as that Uber is forced. Evil Moon pops it, and they're going to try and walk in here. There's not much they can do with this, but it doesn't hurt to try as there's 30 seconds left. They're trying to get this 5th point on the board. It looks a lot better than 4. And they're getting picks here. It's 3v3. No heals for TLR. Bite at 50%. He's got that heavy. I don't know if they want to try and go back in and do this. I mean, you know, if you lose everybody, you're going to give up 2. But if you go in, there's 10 seconds left. So giving up 2 doesn't really mean much. You know, so I mean, I would have gone in. Because, you know, I'm all about the frags. I'm all about the style, capiche? And, you know, you got to do that.
Yeah, I would have rolled the dice there, just tried for that miracle round, but it's going to end 4-2 here. There will be no 5th round for TLR, and a little bit of a collapse there from TCM as we move towards the 3rd map. It will be their pick. That is the one saving grace here, as coming in from the higher seed, they get the 1st map pick, and they're also going to get the 3rd because they just lost, baby. Let's take a look at those logs. Can I copy and paste this one fast enough, Beasly?
I hope you can.
Doesn't seem like it. You're gonna hang me out here to dry while you suck on a juice box.
How did you know I was... Oh, you knew I was drinking my juice box. See, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here for the beginning of the cast, I got 2 juice boxes for this because I expected it to be a real nail-biter. You know what I mean? So I drank my first juice box in the 1st map, and now the 2nd juice box at the end of the 2nd map because I was expecting the 3rd map. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I got my juice box right here. If you can hear it.
I hear it, you greasy bastard. Check it out, these logs. I'm going to see War up top. But he's not far back ahead of Heist. It's 379 plays 365 in terms of damage per minute there. But check out the top frags from Rick, despite that delightful moment where he struggled to kill Bite on the last defense. He did manage to do good work there. Look at his kill for death ratio of Kyler and Rake, both managing to clean up, both above 3.0. That is impressive.
That's right. Look at the damage coming out of Rake too. Rake did a lot of damage, 294 damage per minute. That's incredible. And you know, you love to see that out of scouts, especially when they don't die. They do a lot of damage. They get all the heals. His what was his heals? Let me see his heal. Oh, I can't find it.
John's telling us to look at the UD column. He wants to see Ubers drop, pointing out that Evelyn dropping 3 Ubers, but still they managed to win 4-2. Would it have been more of a roll if he'd held on to those? I don't know, man.
Those Uber drops, they came at ridiculous times. I think 2 was to a sniper, and Flip is very good. You know, you just got to stay away from him, never let him see you, or else he's going to get you. And that's what happened. But one of those drops to some spam, that was, you know, he probably could have popped that and it might have changed everything. But who cares? They won. They won. You know,